It is that time of year when content creators and magazines are going to be telling you what trends are out for 2025 and in for 2026. So I want to offer a very simple concept that has helped me kind of navigate the noise, and that is identifying the difference between styling trends and shopping trends. For me, there are really only two main differentiators between a styling trend and a shopping trend. The first is whether the trend is about the item itself or how the item is being used or worn. And the second has to do with whatever is already in your wardrobe. One of the biggest styling trends of 2025 was the silk scarf trend. And I say that because this trend was not just about buying silk scarves, it was about wearing them in innovative, fun, new ways. We had this sort of old Hollywood wrapped around the head or babushka look. We had people wearing them around their necks in all different sorts of ways. We had people tying them around their waists, or even people like me wearing them as a top. Now, many of us have a large square scarf in our wardrobe. Not all of us, of course, everybody's wardrobe is different. But if you do, this was a perfect example of a trend that you could try without ever needing to buy something new. For me personally, because I have a couple belts in my wardrobe already, the multi-belt trend was another great styling trend. I have two mismatched black belts. I wore them together in multiple ways, over blazers, over coats, with a skirt. Here's an easy example, and I didn't have to buy anything to partake in this trend. Another great example of a trend that so many of us could try without having to buy anything new is color blocking. This was huge in 2025, and for me, it was a little bit more difficult because I don't have a very colorful wardrobe, but if you are somebody who does, this is something that conceptually a lot of us can try out with things in our closet already. A great example of a shopping trend for me was the balloon pants trend. And let me tell you, when I was a teenager, I had plenty pairs of harem pants in my wardrobe that I have since gotten rid of. That is not to say that I don't like this trend. It is just to say that to participate in this trend, I was going to have to go and buy a new pair of pants. Not every advertisement needs to be the impetus to buy something new. It could just be a spark for your creativity. Take the opportunity to look at runways and the styling closely. Look at advertisements, look at campaigns. Very often what the eye is appreciating is not necessarily the items themselves, but how they're articulated, how they're combined. And the trends that come out of that, like the sarong style scarf, may incorporate things that are already sitting in your closet. Okay, bye.